Hi, I just wanted to give you a quick update on some of the changes that we've been working on PricceTheJob, and I thought doing them over a demo might be easier. So please enjoy the demo and let me know what you think about all the features that we have. On the materials page, we've added the option to edit materials in bulk. As an example, we've added this new button here where you can select one or more materials and you can change the prices or delete them. So as an example, we have these two materials. You can change their prices and then you can go all the way to the bottom of the page and you can save it, or you can delete them if you wish to do so. On top of that, we've made it quite easy to review materials that have similar names. So we've added review similar materials. As an example, we have cable tie black and cable dash tie black. They can be edited together. When creating a job, now you can add a new customer straight from the page. You can create a new material straight from this page, and on top of that you can edit the template. To edit the template, all you have to do is press add from template, expand one of your pre-created templates, and then edit it. On top of that, you can override how much you charge each customer for any of your employees. So as an example, John Murphy, you are charging the customer 52 euros an hour, but if you want to charge them 80 euros per hour, you can do it by updating it here. The job page has been changed significantly. We believe that this will make it a lot clearer to use and easier to use over the long period of time. We can see the job at a glance hidden under this button right now. Naturally, we have created the job and it's in a draft. We would like to send the customer the quote. We press this button, Share Quote PDF, which right now previews the newly created invoice, newly created quote. We believe that we try to make it a lot more professional, so I hope this looks a lot nicer for your business. On top of that, right now you can download the PDF, or we had added the option from PricceTheJob to send the quote to your customer. So as an example, if you press email, and if you email the quote, you're brought up to this screen where you have the customer's email address. This is one of my email addresses. You have the subject, and then you have the message. So as an example, the customer, I saved it as John Klein, but I want to send a message, hi John, please find attached the customer. And then all you have to do it is send quote. Over the next couple of seconds, the email will be sent automatically and your customer will receive it over their email. Now, because it's my personal email address, I can open it on the other screen and I can share with you what it looks like. Just as an example, this is what the customer would be getting, and you can see the quote here. The next thing that we've changed is we have added the idea of a supply order. Each person has their own suppliers, and as an example, all the materials that are within the job, they are automatically added here. You can rename them, you can change them, you can add other ones, and you can select one of your suppliers. So let's say if I want to order all of them from Screwfix, all we have to do it is generate and share, and now a PDF will be created, which you can safely send to your supplier for your order. Let's say if the job was finished, we mark the job as scheduled, in progress, and then also complete. When we record the materials, everything still stays the same, and we add the amount. So let's say the materials were 500, and then from it was from kilohertz. However, on the employee page, we added three options, three ways to insert this. So you can insert it the normal hours, the way that it's been up until now. So let's say we have 10 hours for each employee, so 20 hours in total. Or you can press this button which says employee worked different hours, and you can say, let's say Liam worked 5 hours and John worked 4 hours. Or you can also record them per day. So let's say this job was scheduled for 3 days. If you want to change the number of days to, let's say, to these two, it can be done from this screen, and we can say on this day Liam worked 3 hours, and on this 2 hours, and then John worked 1 hour on each day. And then that's how you save your hours. Now the job is complete and we would like to send an invoice to the customer. We can all do it from PricceTheJob, so we can press invoice this job. We support our external invoices, as in, so you don't have to generate them from PricceTheJob, or within PricceTheJob, we have the invoice number, which gets generated automatically, the date, what we want to show on the invoice itself, and the amount. We can create it and preview it. And similarly to what we've done for the quote, we can also send this to the customer. So the message, we can change it again, and we can send it to the customer. It takes a couple of seconds for your customer to receive the invoice. On top of that, you can also see here what happened with this. So I will try to show you from my other screen the invoice. So you can see the invoices here, and this is what the invoice looks like. We have added the option to send reminders as well, which is very similar to this. So let's say the job is marked as paid and we are finished with this job. Everything was completed with this job, but we have some details here that we want to reuse. What you can do is you can create a similar job from this job. So now the only thing is the name has dash copied, just so you can see in future, just in case you. The last thing that I will go over is the settings page. It has been completely reworked, hopefully to make it a lot clearer to use. So it has personal, which has your name and the email address. It has the business details, where you have the business name, the logo. So as an example, with the logo, right now we support being able to zoom in and out. The other things that we have added on this page are business name, country code, and everything. We've just reworked it a bit. On the invoicing, we've added at the top of the page the automatic invoice numbering, so it can be found easier. So this is the way that our invoices are generated automatically, the numbers. Then on the customer email, so this is related with the email sending of quotes and invoices. These are the templates. A template is a default text that you will want to use for your customers. So let's say if you speak to your customers in a specific way, you can just edit this, and the only thing that you have to change, these are customer name. So everything that you see in between square brackets, it gets automatically filled out. So as an example, you have hi customer name, but if you see here on the right hand side, the sample customer name is Pat Murphy. For each job, it will actually use the real customer name. Similarly enough for the amount, so as an example, the quote amount, if it's written in between square brackets, you can see what it looks like here. So you can easily see if you edit this message, if it works or not. So as an example, if I was to put here a number 1 here, you see this does not get overridden anyway because it's not correct. So once we remove it, it gets overridden again. You can also send test emails to yourself. So we have this button here called send test email. You can send an email to yourself to see what it looks like before you send it to the customer. This might be beneficial to you to test the system. And yeah, that is it on this page. The last thing that we've added is this what's new, which is going to contain, so once I'm finished recording this video, it will be linked here. And the other thing is all the changes. When we make changes, they will be included here under what's new. So you know what we've added, what we've removed, and it's a bit more of a relationship on how to see, for you to see exactly what is happening on the system.